For decades, we've been told that moving into a nursing home is the safest and most logical choice when independent living becomes difficult. It's seen as a natural transition, a step that ensures care and comfort. But what if this widely accepted belief is holding you back? What if leaving your home isn't the solution, but the problem? Before you make a life-altering decision, let's uncover the hidden realities of nursing homes and the alternative paths that could keep you in control of your future. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. 1. The unspoken truth about nursing homes. When you think of a nursing home, what picture forms in your mind? Perhaps it's the glossy brochures featuring cheerful seniors, warm smiles from dedicated caregivers, and the promise of round-the-clock assistance. The idea is comforting, like a safety net ready to catch you in old age. It reassures families that their loved ones will be cared for in a compassionate, structured environment. But beneath those polished promises lies a reality that often goes unspoken, a reality many don't discover until they or their loved ones are already inside. Take Margaret, an 82-year-old widow who moved into a nursing home after a bad fall left her struggling with balance. She believed the brochures, trusted the staff's reassurances, and hoped she was entering a place of comfort and security. But within weeks, the truth revealed itself. At night, one exhausted caregiver was responsible for 15 residents. That meant 15 people needing medication, assistance to the bathroom, and help with personal care. Margaret once waited 2 hours for someone to help her to the toilet, her call button flashing unanswered as the lone caregiver rushed from room to room. It wasn't neglect, it was sheer numbers. There simply weren't enough hands to provide the care each person needed. This isn't just anecdotal. A 2021 study from the American Healthcare Association found that 60% of nursing homes in the U.S. struggle with chronic understaffing. The result? Medication schedules fall apart, hygiene becomes rushed, and elderly residents spend more time alone than they ever expected. Then, there's the rigid schedule. Breakfast at 7:30 a.m., bath time when staff can fit it in, and lights out by 9 p.m., whether you're ready or not. Instead of personal freedom, many find themselves living in a system that prioritizes efficiency over individuality. And the loneliness? That's the silent, devastating side effect. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that social isolation in nursing homes increases depression rates by 30% compared to seniors who live at home. Days blur together, visits dwindle, and many begin to feel like they're fading away. Is this the future you'd choose? 2. The emotional weight of leaving your home behind. Your home is more than just 4 walls. It's the backdrop of your life's story. Every room holds echoes of laughter, love, and time well spent. The kitchen counter where you taught your children to bake, the porch where you sipped coffee on chilly mornings, the scuffed doorframe with fading pencil marks tracking your grandson's growth. Each space is filled with memories that shape who you are. So what happens when you're asked to leave it all behind? Take John, a retired teacher who spent 40 years in his cozy bungalow. It wasn't just a house, it was a piece of his identity. But when arthritis made climbing the stairs painful, his family gently pushed for a move to a care facility. Walking through his home for the last time, he stopped by the fireplace where he once read bedtime stories to his daughters, his fingers brushing the worn mantle. Outside, he ran his hand along the garden gate he had built decades ago. Packing up wasn't just about sorting through possessions. It was about deciding which fragments of his past he could take with him and which he would lose forever. Months later, he confided in his son, "I didn't just leave my house. I left me." John's experience isn't unique. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors forced to relocate before they feel ready to face a 25% higher risk of depression and anxiety. The struggle isn't just about leaving behind physical walls. It's about losing a sense of self. In your home, you are the chef, the gardener, the storyteller, the keeper of traditions. In a nursing home, you become a resident, a name on a chart, and a schedule to be followed. What does it feel like to trade your life story for someone else's script? To replace personal rituals with institutional routines? The emotional weight of leaving home is often underestimated. It's not just a move, it's a transformation, one that many find harder than they ever imagined. Would you be ready to let go? 3. The hidden health risks you might not expect. Here's something surprising. Nursing homes are marketed as a health solution, a place designed to keep seniors safe, cared for, and medically supported. But what if, instead of prolonging life, they shorten it? It may sound extreme, but the evidence is difficult to ignore. Think of a beehive, buzzing with life, tightly packed, and full of activity. Now, imagine that hive filled with fragile bees, vulnerable to disease, and unable to fly away. That's a nursing home during flu season. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that residents in long-term care facilities are 50% more likely to contract hospital-acquired infections like pneumonia or MRSA compared to seniors living at home. Shared spaces, constant exposure to others, and overstretched staff create an environment where illnesses spread like wildfire. For an aging immune system, even a common cold can escalate into a life-threatening condition. But infections aren't the only risk. There's also the trap of inactivity. At home, you might walk to the mailbox, prepare a simple meal, or tend to your plants. Small movements that keep your body engaged and your mind active. In a nursing home, much of that disappears. Meals are brought to you, chores are done for you, and movement often becomes minimal. While that might seem like a relief, it's a danger. A 2018 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors in care facilities lose mobility and cognitive function at twice the rate of those aging in their own homes. It's the same principle as a car sitting in a garage. Without regular use, it begins to rust. Could it be that staying at home, even with the need for some assistance, is the healthier choice? While nursing homes offer structured care, they also come with risks that often go unmentioned. Before assuming that a facility is the safest place to be, it's worth asking, will it truly help you thrive, or just help you exist? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 4. The alternative: aging in place with smart planning. If nursing homes aren't the golden solution, what is? The answer may be closer than you think, right inside your own home. Aging in place means staying in your familiar surroundings while making smart adjustments to ensure safety and comfort. It's not about avoiding help. It's about creating a support system that allows you to maintain your independence and identity. Take Susan, a 78-year-old who was determined to stay in her beloved cottage after a hip replacement. Rather than moving to a facility, she made practical changes. Sturdy grab bars in the bathroom, a ramp leading to the porch, and a medical alert bracelet that could summon help with a single tap. She arranged for a caregiver to visit twice a week to help with meals and housekeeping, while friendly neighbors dropped by for tea and conversation. The result? Susan remained herself, still tending to her rose garden, still napping in her favorite chair, still living life on her terms. This isn't just anecdotal. A 2020 AARP report found that seniors who age in place with the right support report 40% higher life satisfaction. Not only that, but they often save thousands each month compared to the cost of a nursing home, where expenses can reach $4,000 to $8,000 per month or more. Simple home modifications, better lighting, non-slip flooring, a stair lift, or smart home technology can transform a house into a safe and comfortable space for aging. Add in part-time caregiving, meal delivery services, or community programs, and aging in place becomes not just possible, but preferable. The key is planning. The earlier you start making adjustments, the easier it is to remain in control of your future. So ask yourself, what small change could make your home safer and more livable today? Whether it's a grab bar, an emergency alert system, or just clearing a tripping hazard, every step toward smart aging at home is a step toward maintaining your freedom. Could aging in place be the best decision for you? 5. The power of staying in charge of your life. Every morning you wake up is a gift, a new chance to make choices that shape your day. Aging doesn't mean surrendering control. Imagine waking up and deciding when to eat breakfast, choosing what shows to watch, or settling into your favorite chair with a crossword puzzle. Now, picture that independence slipping away, replaced by a strict routine set by someone else. Control isn't just a luxury, it's essential for well-being. Research from the British Journal of Psychology found that seniors who have more control over their daily lives can live up to 7 years longer. Why? Because the power to make choices keeps your mind sharp, your spirit engaged, and your overall health stronger. When you can decide what your day looks like, it gives you a sense of purpose and motivation. The good news is that staying in charge doesn't require complete independence. It just means setting up your life in a way that keeps you at the center of decision-making. Hiring a caregiver for a few hours a week can allow you to get the help you need while still doing things your way. Rearranging your home for accessibility ensures you can move freely and safely. Even small choices, like planning your meals or setting your bedtime, reinforce your autonomy. Aging in place, rather than moving into a facility, allows you to continue shaping your life. Instead of adjusting to an institution's schedule, you get to decide how to spend your time. This freedom keeps your identity intact. It reminds you that you're still you. So, how much would it mean to keep calling the shots? What small changes could you make today to ensure that you stay in control of your own life? Whether it's modifying your home, setting up a support network, or simply making a plan for the future, every step toward independence is a step toward a longer, happier life. 6. The financial reality that could drain your savings. Let's talk about money, because when it comes to nursing homes, the costs add up fast. Imagine your savings as a bucket with a slow leak. At first, you don't notice it. But over time, the drip turns into a flood, and suddenly, your hard-earned nest egg is nearly gone. In the U.S., nursing home care costs between $4,000 and $12,000 a month. That's $48,000 to $144,000 a year. Now, stretch that over a decade. $480,000 to $1.44 million. And if you're hoping Medicare will cover it, think again. Medicare only pays for short-term rehabilitation stays, not long-term care. Medicaid? It will help, but only after you've spent nearly all your assets, leaving you with little control over your financial future. Now, let's flip the script. Aging in place with the right support isn't just a lifestyle choice, it's a smart financial move. Consider the costs. Installing a ramp might set you back $1,000. Hiring a caregiver for 10 hours a week at $20 an hour? That's about $10,400 a year. Even with a mix of home modifications and part-time assistance, the costs remain a fraction of what you'd pay in a nursing home. Plus, you get to stay in familiar surroundings while keeping more of your savings intact. What could you do with that money instead? Travel, invest in your grandchildren's education, or simply enjoy the peace of knowing your finances aren't vanishing into institutional fees. The choice isn't just about where you'll live, it's about how you'll protect what you've worked so hard to build. So, before you assume a nursing home is the only option, ask yourself, could aging in place be the better financial decision? With the right planning, you can maintain both your independence and your wealth. What steps could you take today to make that happen? 7. The psychological toll and how to protect yourself. Let's look beyond the physical and financial aspects of nursing homes. What about the mental and emotional toll? Imagine a flower uprooted from its soil. Without the nutrients and stability of its natural environment, it begins to wilt. That's how many seniors feel when moving into a care facility. They lose their sense of purpose, and their daily routines shrink into cycles of waiting. For meals, for visitors, for the next scheduled activity. A 2019 study in Psychology and Aging found that 35% of new nursing home residents show signs of cognitive decline within just 6 months. Why? A major factor is the sudden loss of autonomy. When you no longer control basic aspects of your life, when to wake up, what to eat, or how to spend your time, It chips away at your mental sharpness and sense of self. Now, contrast that with aging in place. Even with some outside help, you're still in control. You remain the gardener of your own life, deciding what to prune and what to plant. The familiar surroundings of home, the bookshelves you filled, the kitchen you've cooked in, the chair that fits just right, help preserve your identity. Studies show that seniors who remain at home, with the right support, experience better mental health and slower cognitive decline. The key to protecting yourself isn't just staying home, it's staying engaged. Whether it's tending a garden, writing, cooking, or even playing an instrument, keeping your mind and body active is essential. So, ask yourself, what's one thing you love doing that you'd fight to keep? Whatever it is, hold on to it fiercely. Because at the end of the day, aging isn't just about adding years to life, it's about adding life to those years. Now that we've uncovered the realities of nursing homes, the power of aging in place, and the importance of staying in control of your life, what have you learned? Have any of these insights changed the way you see your future? We'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you plan to put into practice in your own life. Whether it's a small home adjustment, a financial plan, or simply the decision to stay engaged and independent, your journey matters. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us bring more valuable content to you and others looking to navigate aging with wisdom and confidence. See you in the next video.